I think that people lately don't really have an idea of how each one, no, not really each one of us, but like a majority of us is really similar to each other. Like, for example, you, I don't know, like 10 years ago, one trend was trending and everyone will follow it. Then now there's this trend maybe to be slim thick, and everyone now they will try to get surgeries, do this and do that to be like that way, if you know what I mean. So actually, I just wanted to share my thoughts. It's not that I wanted to give to say no words, but I really just wanted to say what I think about it, because I think that people don't really think about how bad the situation is right now. The thing is that sometimes, when I scroll on TikTok, when I scroll on Instagram, whatever video I see, also on YouTube, I always find like maybe there's a girl who is without makeup, and maybe I will find comments like she's a pick me, she thinks that she's different from others who don't wear makeup, she thinks that she's like this, she's like that, boys are going to love this content type of comment. And actually, like, maybe the intention were not even that, but I think that people always want to judge the way other people look if they not, if in case they do not, like, respect the beauty standard of the day. And I think that that's very bad, actually. Like, I think that is so normalized, but people don't have a clue of how normalized that is. Well, me, I cannot say no word for the simple fact that I'm 19 years old, so I cannot really like say, give some true advice, but I just wanted to say what I think about it, because I think that people normalize it like too much. For example, before I started wearing this kind of makeup, like maybe the lip combo could be trending, but not everyone you see them with eyeshadow, everything. Especially for my culture, like girls with eyeshadow, they mean like this kind of girls that are looking a bad way and everything. So, it took me like years before I was able to wear eyeshadow without feeling judged. So to let you understand, just even like small things, little things, really just like influence the way you think, and something that it seems so normal, for example eyeshadow, it seems like something very strange. Also, the trend of today, maybe it is more like a clean girl makeup, and I think because also find some girls who come to me and be like, oh, actually I think that you're very brave to wear eyeshadow, because if I did it, I'm so like insecure. I don't want people to judge me because I put on eyeshadow what the people don't, especially maybe if it's glittered. And when I hear this kind of words, I'll be like, why, why is it so strange to wear like eyeshadow? And it's so sad to think about it, like small things, like a part of makeup such as eyeshadow, it can be blush, the highlighter, whatever thing you see it, is seen like in a judgmental way to the eyes of other people, because the beauty standard of that moment does not prevent that kind of makeup. So this is just like a small example of what I mean, like something very stupid, for example makeup, but to let you understand how this goes from makeup and can apply in other things, for example, like school, like friends, the way of dressing, this and that. Like, I think that people should think more about it, because I think that it should not be normalized, the fact that if you are not following like a beauty standard of the moment, then you are different, and that means that you pick me, that means that you think that you are better than others. Because girl, I went like through that situation like a lot. Maybe the way of dressing, like I remember when some months, years ago, it was trending like wearing always like a tech, and if you don't wear it, you will say like, what do you think you are? Like, this was the thing. Also, I remember for example, also wearing like my natural hair afro. Right now, I'm wearing like protective style, but usually I always go out with afro. But when I go out with afro, I hear so much comments like, when are you going to have your hair done? And I'll be like, my hair is done. What do you mean? And I find it so strange. Like, you don't have an idea of us something so normal, like having an afro, wearing a kind of makeup and things like that, is seen such as strange for other people, because they all look at the beauty standards that maybe they find on TikTok, maybe they find on Instagram Reels and things like that, and it's so bad. Like, especially for the younger girls who are like 13 years old, who are like 14, like teenagers. They see this example and they start to think that they should be like some kind of way. If not, they're not good enough to be in the society, and that's so bad. Like, it's so bad. Please don't do it. Like, I want to give an advice. Muntu, I said like 2 minutes ago that I wouldn't do it, but anyway, the advice that I wanted to give him, because also me experience it, as I just say, and I think that all you have to do is like, do not care. Literally, do not care at all. Like, don't do it. It took me years to to take my own advice to not care, because if you care, you're just going to lose time. You're just going to follow up a beauty such a standard that maybe do not even fit you. Then also, because first of all you wasted your time, and second because always thinking about it, because beauty standard is not only something like makeup that you can actually do or not do, but it's also something that you cannot really change, like big nose, small lips. Like, to change you have to go through a surgery, and that is so toxic. Like, there's no way that you're really spending tons of money. You can also go to poverty because of this, just to get a big lips, small nose, and things like that. Like, it's unhealthy. Also, because this beauty standard, it just bring like insecurities, you know. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad for so many reasons. You should not do it, I promise, because it's not even worth it. Like, why are you doing it for your crush? You're going to change your crush though. I mean, like, how many chances your crush is going to be your husband? Even though, you know, like, is your husband or whatever, is your boyfriend, whatever thing is it. Girl, if you feel you need to change the way you look, the way you act, the way you dress, the way you put on makeup, everything, just to be liked by a boy, girl, it's not the right for you. Like, just change. Like, we are tons of people in the earth, and you cannot tell me that there's not at least one that actually can love you. Maybe you say no, you didn't find someone who actually loves you, like for who you are, for example, where you are without makeup, everything. But you know, like, you're just 19, whatever years you are, you know, you still have the whole life in front of you, and you still have like a lot of people to meet. And these people, actually, you know, you can never know, maybe one of them will actually be your real soulmate. You can never know. Like, don't always be sure that you're at the end, because your life didn't even start really. So please, also because teenage are the best years, as they always say. So you cannot waste your teenage years just to follow up social beauty standards, just to find yourself at 19 years old, when your grandchildren will come to you and and they will ask you like a life advice, and all you can say is, don't do what I did, which is not living my life because I was following social media standards that they totally change. Because trust me, like, in 10 years time, social beauty standards are a lot probably going to change. So please don't waste your time. So yeah, this is all I wanted to say. I think that is not going to be like a long video. I don't know how long I'll be filming, but yeah, I just wanted to say my thoughts on this. And yeah, in case you like the video, please don't forget to like, and also to subscribe and leave a comment. And see you soon.